Cambridge High School family. This video is part of our work on Safer Internet Week. It's really important. The internet is an amazing place. It's wonderful. You should use it all the time. But it's also really important that you use it safely. So please watch our video. I hope you learn a lot and make sure you stay safe online.
Talking about internet safety in preparation for Safer Internet Day, which is coming up fairly shortly at CHS. We have to be very, very careful in our technological and digital age with what we do with our devices, our mobiles, our laptops, our tablets, because everything that we use leaves a digital footprint, which means that anything that we post, anything that we publicly display online can be traced back to us. I did some assemblies last week for the students talking about this and stressed the importance of them being very, very careful about who they friend on social media, who they contact on social media, what they write about people on social media, because even though they can delete posts, it is still possible for that to be traced back to them, because as I say, we have this digital footprint that we leave behind. All our staff have or are currently in the process of doing safer internet training, which is based again around this theme, about being very careful with your personal data, the information that you post online, not leaving your computer logged in. So it's just raising awareness to make sure that everybody keeps them as safe as possible, because hackers nowadays are very, very sophisticated and can use all sorts of different methods to get personal information from you, which they can then use for their benefit. So I suppose the key message is that whatever you do on the internet, whatever device you're using, whatever connection you're using, make sure it's secure, make sure it's safe, and look after yourself when you're using the internet at all times.
The internet is a great place to do research for school. Share pictures with friends, play video games, or check out the latest trending videos. But it's important to remember that there are billions of people who access the internet, and not everyone has good intentions when doing so. You should think carefully before you share personal information, pictures, or videos on the internet, even if you think it is private. Nothing on the internet is completely private. It's a good rule of thumb not to put up anything that could embarrass you later. If you wouldn't want your grandmother to see it, then don't post it. And don't share private information with people you don't know. Trust your instincts. If someone approaches you online and makes you feel uncomfortable or in danger, stop communication with them immediately. And tell a parent or another trusted adult. It's best not to meet in person someone you've only met online, even if you've been communicating with them for a long time. They may not be who they have told you they are, and it could be dangerous. If you do decide to meet someone from online, it's best to meet them in a public place and to not go alone. Always take a friend along just to be safe. And let someone else know exactly where you are going and who you are going to meet. Bullying someone online, through email, social media, text messaging, or any other website or app is called cyberbullying and is still a form of bullying. It's often better to block, delete, or try to ignore bullying messages than to respond to them. If that doesn't work, getting help from a parent, school counselor, or another trusted adult might be a good idea. That's especially true if the cyberbullying contains threats. Remember to always keep your personal information private. Check your privacy settings to make sure that only your friends can see what you post. And never, ever share your passwords with anyone else. The internet could be a wonderful place to explore. Just remember to stay safe while doing it.
Internet safety or online safety is the knowledge of maximizing the user's personal safety and security risks on private information and property associated with using the internet and self-protection from computer crime in general.
Two things that I just want to quickly and briefly talk about, and that is in terms of internet safety. And the two things that I'm going to look at are cyberbullying, or talk to you about cyberbullying, and also the predators that are lurking in the internet. The cyberbullying is something which, as a parent, I feel quite strongly about. And it's something I think all of you have got to be aware of. More importantly, You might see certain things and certain comments as being quite comical, because in your head and in your mind they are. However, some of those comments are not when it's read over and when they're repeated by other people. So please, whenever you're making comments through Snapchat, Instagram, please make sure that you are properly vetting what you're saying and what your comments are. Make sure that they are not innuendo and that they are not just comments for the sake of, dare I say it, your friends, or you're putting somebody down. But they're to your friends, your genuine friends, and you're constructive. Anything that's got to be said of any significance, please make sure that's said face to face. And those are things that I want you to concentrate on, please. The cyberbullying is something, as I say, for my children, I do genuinely worry about, and it's something you need to all be careful of. The second thing, though, we're sort of protected in the country. I say sort of protected, but we are. There's, unfortunately, the predators out there. Not everybody is looking out for your best interests. The young boys and young girls in this world, unfortunately, don't judge everybody else by your own standards and by your own family standards. You'll be sadly, you'll unfortunately suffer as a consequence. There are going to be people that you're going to come across that are going to be asking for details, they're going to be asking for pictures, and they're all maybe sometimes very, very genuine, nice people, or appear to be nice people, but they're not. Unless you know these people well, and unless you know them as family and friends, I urge you seriously to make sure that you do not get involved with people that you do not know. That's something which, as I say, the darker side of the web, or the dark side of the web, is something which is just, it's unimaginable to me. It's certainly something I wasn't brought up with, but now with my children it's something I've got to make them aware of. So please, be careful. I really urge you to be cautious in these two areas, bullying and the predators. Look after yourselves, and if at any stage you're in any way cautious or you're in any way doubtful, speak to an adult, somebody that you trust and know, your family member, or somebody within the school, and maybe we can direct you and help you.